Shit.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bulls offense will get the first swing of the game. Leaves it with the back. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Whips it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Bulls want to move quickly.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and not.
He'll take a shot. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Bulls have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They'll try the run. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Bulls have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Bulls.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them. Putting a drive together. Showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week. Starting off with a bang here today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. SMU offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. How much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make the play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own too. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Scanning the field, it's Hayward. Throws to the wideout. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Caught over the middle. It's Irvin. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Runs through a tackle. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. And the Mustangs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to punch it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
Gotta lay the stakes,
This guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Could be a big one.
Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the +42. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
It's first and 10 from the 31.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload. Oh, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's John. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Stay
on second down.
scheming.
Makes the grab on the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Oh,
Got his man quickly. He's all
damn.
the way down to the
That's too
2-yard
short.
line. Just spectacular execution there.
I don't want to go to court.
Second and goal for the offense.
Fuck it.
Trying to march their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Florida.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the running back, fighting off the defender. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Wash your legs, son.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
Bobby Hayward.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Dropping back, it's Hayward. It's complete to the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Can't make the grab on third down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab over the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, USF. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
He's dangerous, isn't it?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Sure hands, it's Irvin. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They boot it away on 4th down. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off play action on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2, and then
makes the grab inside the 30. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Bulls want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown Bulls! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an improvement.
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory.
all right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Dropping back, it's Hayward. Bringing the heat. Finds his tight end. He'll get it out to the 14 before going out of bounds.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've got it at the 37, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection.
Right.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. With the run on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quarterback moving. It's complete on the right side. Strong, firm tackle. The Bulls in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock.
Oh, my God.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Oh, man, those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
He wants to go deep. Makes the catch on the right side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Makes the grab. It's John. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Under fire. Oh, what a cut. Turning it on. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Bulls. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa.
And the Bulls will boot it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be knocked down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man, it's Hayward. Got a man, it's Irvin. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wide.
Oh!
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the grab. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Grab near the sticks. It's Irvin. Ripping through the defense.
What is going on here, man?
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, SMU.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Bulls racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one.
Okay, 50-year-old punter.
Looking to throw, it's Hayward. Swings it out to his running back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man, it's Irvin. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback keeper. He breaks a tackle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on third down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on fourth.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Mustangs have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in that Mountain West Conference Battle of Note. Louisiana was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Lafayette. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction.
From the gun, to give, looking for room.
A busy day in the Mountain West, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the air on second down. Back open in the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Bulls are in the hurry-up. Can't get him to the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He might want another play. Throws to the wideout. And the diving catch down the left sideline. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have got things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Yeah, salt winter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He's all the way down to the 3, and electric run has them set up. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football.
Touchdown, USA! And the stomping has commenced. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
I often say the best offenses in college football are the ones that can run the football down in the red zone, but it's not just conventional runs. It's getting the reverse going as well. Why not get one of your best playmakers the football here in the green area and let him go? Nice job getting the pitch, using his speed, scoring a touchdown.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and they punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Hayward. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Running to Green, inside the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line.
Fuck, man.
He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. He'll start this drive going to the air. Picked off. A turnover in their own end.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire...
Looking for more room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown Bulls. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Pure domination all game long for this offense, whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner will be brought down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the neck.
Makes the catch on the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. They're going to run it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Running through contact. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught near the sticks. It's Smalls. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Here we go. Trying play action. Pressure coming. And the defense got him at the 27. The Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Hayward. Oh, they're after him. Finds the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Unleashes one deep. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly